Welcome to episode number 7 of this Dash C Madden 23 Career Mode series. And today I'm obviously playing my Dash C Madden 23 Career Mode. Like it just said 15 sentences ago, and like it says in the title, and like it said 20 sentences ago, and like it says like it said 20 sentences ago, and like it says in the title, it's episode number 7 of this series. And also in the title it says it's the NFC Championship game, and that is what the NFC Championship game will be the game in this episode. Here's a playoff bracket. As you can see, all the 14 teams that made the playoffs, 7 from the AFC, 7 from the NFC. So we went from 14 to 4. 14 to 4. As the 4 teams remain in here in the playoffs in 2022, in the 2022 season that is, the 4 teams left are the Packers, the Eagles, the Bills, and the Chargers. As the Bills haven't made it to the Super Bowl, and I don't remember the last time they made it. Chargers, I don't remember either. Eagles, they made it in 2018. Actually, it was the 2017 season. They made it. The Eagles did with their backup quarterback Nick Foles after Carson Wentz tore his ACL, I believe, or had some injury, season-ending injury. Nick Foles came in, the backup quarterback for the Eagles, and ended up winning the Super Bowl and the Super Bowl MVP as Nick Foles and the Eagles beat Tom Brady and the Patriots. Was I believe 41-33 in Super Bowl 52 up in Minnesota. But yeah, Super Bowl 57 is down in Arizona at State Farm Stadium, as we are the first game on Championship Sunday, so we will not know until after the game, until after I sim the wheat. We'll find out after I sim the wheat who we're playing in the Super Bowl. That's if the Packers win this game, which the winner of this game will play the Chargers or the Bills down in Arizona in Super Bowl 57. Hopefully it's us. As it's a 3-seeded Eagles at the 1-seeded Packers. We went 15-2 in the regular season. Obviously, including the playoffs, we're 16-2, and the Eagles, including the playoffs, are 15-4. As the Eagles beat the Commanders in Philly, 27-21, and then they beat the Buccaneers and Tom Brady in Tampa, on the road in Tampa, 38-33. So they won against the Commanders in Philly, and then they beat the Buccaneers and Tom Brady in Tampa. And now they're playing Dash C and the Green Bay Packers at Lambeau. And on the other side of the spectrum, you have 2 wildcard teams. I believe it's the first time ever in NFL history 2 wildcard teams have played each other in the conference championship. 5-seeded Chargers, 6-seeded Bills. 5-seeded Chargers beat the 4-seeded Dolphins in Miami, 35-31. Then they went to Indy and played the 2-seeded Colts and beat them 42-24. So they blew them out. And now they're hosting the AFC Championship game against Buffalo, who's the 6th seed. And then, like I said, the Bills are the 6th seed. They beat the 3-seeded Bengals in Cincinnati, blew them out 52-28. Then they went to Kansas City to play the 1-seeded Chiefs and beat them by 1 at 25-24. And now they're going to LA to play the Chargers in the AFC Championship game. So it's Eagles at Packers and then Bills at Chargers. So like I said, Eagles at Packers, Bills at Chargers. 2 winners will play each other in the Super Bowl, the 2 winners will play each other in Super Bowl. The 2 winners will play each other in Super Bowl 57 in Arizona. Let's get into the conference championship right now, And if I do sound a little different, I am a little stuffed up. I have a little bit of a cold. I don't have a fever or anything like that, but I do have, my nose is kind of stuffed up, so I have a little bit of a cold, but no fever or anything like that. We're in 85 overall. They're in 87 overall. So yeah, I mean their quarterback I assume is Jalen Hurts. Our quarterback is Dash C. So yeah, let's get into the game. Right now. Play call enhanced. Play call will be enhanced. The skill level is pro, and the play call is enhanced. The play call is enhanced. The skill level is pro, and the game style is simulation. Let's get into the NFC Championship game right now. Winner to the Super Bowl. And remember, the Chargers do have Khalil Mack. So if we were to play the Chargers, we have to watch out for that. But winner to this Super Bowl. Hopefully it's us. But the Eagles, we did play the Eagles in the regular season, beat them, I believe it was in week 12 in Philly on Sunday Night Football. Then we won, I forgot that score, but I think we won by like 2 or 3 scores, I think. I just said that game was in Philly. This game's in Green Bay. Let's watch the presentation. Alan Roach.
I'm going to be here for the Stars game.
I already knew that. Thank you. Plenty of time. Here we go. That is Jalen Hurts. I believe both quarterbacks are number 1. I'm number 1. I believe Hurts is number 1 as well. His number is number 1. Only one of these quarterbacks will be the best quarterback in the NFC, or will be the quarterback for his team. Or only one of these quarterbacks will be number 1 in the NFC. That is obviously not number 1 in the NFL yet. Still need two more wins for that, but only one more win to be NFC champs. But obviously, NFC champs is gonna be nice in the moment, but it'll be nice to be NFC champions. But obviously, NFC champions or Super Bowl champions is better than NFC champions, or being a Super Bowl champ is better than being a conference champ. Here we go. Let's start with bench here. As I just said, we're the first game here on Championship Sunday. So the second game, Buffalo at LA is at 6:40 Eastern. This game I believe is at like 4 o'clock Eastern or something like that. Here's a throw, and it's incomplete. I believe our game was at 2:05 or 3:05 Eastern, and the second game is at 6:40 Eastern. So it's 2:05 Central and 5:40 Central. So 2:05 Central, 5:40 Central, and then 3:05 Eastern, and then 6:40 Eastern. Here we go. And here's a throw, and it's Lazard! And he got jarred out of his hands. So I'm 0 for 2. Let's go with wide receiver out. So back-to-back incompletion. I believe both were to Lazard. First one might have been to Watkins. I'm not sure. In this game, we still have Sammy Watkins. Here's a throw, Tanya. He's got it across midfield. It's a foot race down the sideline, and he's out of bounds at the 28-yard line of the Eagles. Gain of 47 on 3rd and 10. First down, Green Bay. Good job, boys. 47 yards on 3rd and 10 from our own 25-yard line to their 28-yard line. And by the way, 6-minute quarters, 6-minute quarters, as we're just under a minute into the game here on Championship Sunday. Here's a throw! It's Watkins! And a flag is down as the ball was dropped by the defender and Watkins, but there's a flag in the end zone. And it's DPI. It is DPI on the corner, number 27, James Bradbury the fourth. I'm gonna obviously accept that. It's in the end zone. The DPI occurred in the end zone. Ball will be placed at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal. Here we go. 1st and goal is a halfback toss. Can Jones get in? No, he can't, as he lost a couple. 2nd and goal from the 3 now. As in the NFL, DPI occurs in the end zone. The ball will be placed at the 1-yard line when there's defensive pass interference in the end zone. Here we go. 2nd and goal from the 2. Here's a throw. Wide open is Lazard, but I was hit as I threw. And now it's 3rd and goal. Let's go with halfback dive. If we don't get this, then I might kick the field goal, I might not. Depends how close we are. Here's Jones from the 3, and he is in! Touchdown Packers! As we strike first here in the NFC Championship game. As the Packers strike first here in the NFC Championship game, and we get the ball back, I think literally like less than a minute later, from our own 25, 4:13 to go in the first. Now we're up 7-0 here in the NFC Championship game. Here we go. Let's make it 14-0. Here's a throw, and it's caught, right? It is caught. Lazard. I'm 2 for 5, 69 yards, first down. Green Bay to the 47. Our 47. Good job, boys. By the way, the Bills are 10-7. The Chargers are 11-6. Like I said, both of those teams are wild card teams. Chargers 5 seed, Bills 6 seed, and Jones got 7. Second down and 3. As we're approaching the halfway point of the first quarter. 7-0 Packers. Here we go. Plenty of time for Dash C. I'm going to throw it. Coming back to the ball is Watkins. First down. Down to the Philly 27. Halfway through the first quarter. First down, Green Bay. Let's go to end the round here. It's an end around Alan Lazard. Lazard breaks the tackle, and Lazard is into the end zone. Touchdown Packers. Alan Lazard with a rushing touchdown on the end around. And we're up 13-0 as number 13's into the end zone. And the Packers are up 13-0. And make that 14-0. Eagles going on to absolutely nothing. 1:45 to go in the first. From our own 17. First and 10 Green Bay. Looking to be up by 3 scores here if we storm. Here's Jones. Jones, hole. And he hits 10. First down. Here we go. Any points, even a field goal, will make it a 3-score game. And we're still in the first quarter, and our defense has made, 3 stops here. Plenty of time. No one's open. I'm just going to check it down to R1, which I believe was our fullback, but it was hit out of his hands. Or it was batted down by the defender. Let's go with Z Curl. Second and 10 from the 27. 109 they go in the first. Winner will play the Bills or the Chargers in the Super Bowl down in Arizona. And that could be a pick. And it's not. 3 for 8, 89 yards. We have 2 touchdowns. A rushing touchdown by Jones. A rushing touchdown by Lazard. 3rd and 10 now. 3rd and 10. And that one is going to be caught by Lazard. Can he get the first down? He can! As he got about 12 out of bounds. 1 minute to go in the first. First down Green Bay. As he got just enough. As he's able to beat the Eagles defenders to the sticks. And out of bounds. There we go. You didn't miss anything. 35 seconds to go in the first. Here we go. Got outside. And I'm sacked. As I should have ran it or threw it away or passed it. Instead I'm sacked by Sweat. And it's 7 down at 15. Should have ran it, threw it, or threw it away. Instead I took the sack. Here we go. 7 and 15 now. And open his circle. And he's got it. Took a big hit, Lazard did, but he held on. First down. End of the first quarter. 14-0 Packers here on Championship Sunday. From the from the Eagles' 43-yard line, second quarter, we're up 14-0 here in the NFC Championship game. Jones got 8 with forward progress, 7 down and 2. Here we go. Wide open is circle. That's Randall Cobb. Down to the 4. First down, Green Bay. As the veteran Cobb gets a big gain. 5 minutes to go in the half, and we're up 14-0. Here's a Jones run from the 4, and he got halfway there. Second and goal from the 2 now. Still a slant spacing. Here we go. And remember, the Eagles did it block for halftime, but right now their offense has been unassisted. There's a throw. Open is Sammy Watkins, and he makes the catch. Touchdown Packers. Thought that was Christian Watson, but it was actually Sammy Watkins with a 2-yard touchdown reception from Dash C, and the Packers are up 20-0, 21-0. Eagles going on to get their first points of the game via their first touchdown of the game, and it's 21-7 with 21-7 now, 3:23 to go in the half. Eagles at the ball after halftime. We have 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. That's made it 4 drives, 4 touchdowns. Here's a throw, caught by Tanyan, and he got about 12, first down. Here we go. There's a throw, wide open is Lazard, who has a lot of receptions and a lot of receiving yards already. First down to the Philly 33. As this offense is unstoppable, first down. Here's Jones. Jones gets the outside. Spun around the guy. Still going. Tight roping down the sideline. Steps out of bounds at the 18. First down. It's going to be the 2-minute warning. Packers are up by 14. Here we go. Dash C. And he's going to throw it to the back corner. And it hit the hands of Tanyan. Incomplete. He actually might have dropped it. No, I think it was jarred loose. But Tanyan in the back left corner almost got that. He might have had it just knocked out of his hands. Here's a throw. Shut down to Jones. Jones cannot break a tackle. Good open field tackle by, I believe it was Bradbury here, the DPI in the end zone earlier. 3rd and 5. 5-yard reception for Jones. 1:35 to go. If we don't get this, I'm probably taking it here. Here we go. Can we get the end zone or touchdown or at least the first down? Here's a throw, and it's catch the ball, Jones. And Fletcher Tots, a defensive lineman for Philly, is injured, but Jones had it and dropped it. 30-yard field goal for it's not Mason Crosby. Mason Crosby, not our kicker. I believe it's Brian Johnson is our kicker, not Mason Crosby. The holder's Aaron Rodgers, the backup quarterback that you can see right there. I'm going to kick the field goal here. 1:27 to go. The wind is 7 miles per hour, blowing from right to left. 30-yard field goal, less than an extra point. It should be a chip shot for Brian Johnson. And the snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is right down the middle. And we're up by 17. As we're up by 3 scores. 24-7 Green Bay. With about a minute and a half to go in the half. Eagles do the ball now with 1:22 to go in the half, and they did the ball after halftime, but we did the ball in like 20 seconds. Did they turn it over? And no, we're at our own 39-yard line. We're up by 17. 1:02 on the clock. All 3 timeouts. As we're up by 17. Eagles did the ball after halftime, but we're already up by 3 scores. I'm gonna run it here, and I broke a tackle. And I'm gonna go down out of bounds here. Stop the clock. 16 yards, first down. And the clock stops. I think we're already in the Philly territory. Yes, we are. Here's a snap. And open is square. And it's dropped by Watkins. It almost was picked off by the Eagles defender, but it's not. Send it down. Here we go. There's a run by Jones. Jones hit the hole. But eventually it's stopped up. 3rd and 2 now. I'm not going to call a timeout because I don't want give the Eagles any time if we don't get this. Inside post, 30 seconds on the clock. 3rd and 2 from the 38. We're on the edge of field goal range, or it's 4-on territory. Here's a throw. Open is Tanyan. He's got it. 23 seconds timeout. Green Bay, their first. It's a first down for Green Bay as well. There's the end around again. To Lazard. Lazard, can he get the outside? That did not do anything. Loss of 4 on the end around for Lazard. First one went for a touchdown. Second one went for a 4-yard loss. Second down. Let's go with PA deep here. 17 seconds. 2nd and 14 from the 30. We have 1 timeout, 17 seconds. We're up by 17. And here's a throw over the top. And it's caught. What a catch! Down in the 3, as I put that between 2 defenders. 11 seconds, first and over in the 3, but if we're tackling on bounce, the half's probably going to be over, so I gotta make sure we get into the end zone, or it's an incomplete pass. Here we go, died in the end zone. Here's the throw. It's caught short of the end zone, but Tanyan's in. Touchdown, Packers. As we're up 30-7 in the final sentence of the half. As the Packers are starting to blow out the Eagles here in the NFC Championship game. We're up 31-7 at halftime. They get the ball to start the second half, but do absolutely nothing. From our own 15, we're up 31-7 as we're up by 24, which is still 3 scores. But the Eagles offense only has 1 touchdown, and then we have 4 touchdowns and 1 field goal. Here's the throw over the top, and Lazard held on to it. Dana 21, up to the 36, first down. As I'm tearing apart this Eagles secondary here. There's Jones. Jones outside, flag is down, broke a tackle. Not about 5, but that's probably going to be holding. And usually that's a holding or a Leo Bont in the back. It's holding on Robert Tanyan, our tight end. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, 1st and 18. I just said it's 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, so that's why it's 1st and 18 here. But at this point, knock on wood, we should still win this game. Here we go. And I'll throw it to Tanyan, who just had that penalty. Almost broke the tackle. Dana 7, 2nd down and 11. I have 274 yards. This hurts. It's probably sad that his team's down by 24 with only a quarter and a half to play, give or take. Here we go. I'm going to do a halfback toss. First one didn't do that well. Second one doesn't either. As he lost 4 yards. He has 9 rushes, 48 yards, and a TD. Jones does. Now it's 3rd down and 15. We died it to the 40, sits for a first here. This is like a fake end around or something. We nodded it to the block and to help make this play develop. Here's a throw. I might have him. And what a catch! Watkins, I believe, one-handed. A big play. First down. 44 yards on 3rd and 15. And we're at their 25. I think that was one-handed by Watkins. Here's a throw, Lazard, and it's broken up, kind of behind him, set it down. But I still have 318 yards and 2 touchdowns. And then Jones has 1 on the ground, and then Lazard has 1 on the ground. And then obviously we have that 1 field goal. And that, what a broken tackle by Jones! Broke another one! Broke like 3. Eventually taken out at the 11. Halfway through the 3rd, 31-7 Green Bay. 1st and goal for Green Bay. 1st and 10 for Green Bay at the 11. As we're just over a quarter away from the Super Bowl here. Unless something unforeseen happens, we're going to the big game. I'm going to run it, and I am in. Touchdown, Packers. Rushing touchdown for number 1 at Dash C. And he's going to be the number 1 quarterback, or he's going to be the quarterback, the NFC quarterback, in the Super Bowl. As we are starting to rout, or we are routing the Eagles. As we're up 38-7. Eagles go down and get a field goal. But unfortunately, it's too little, too late. Still the 3rd quarter, but we're still up by 28. So we're up by 4 scores. 123 to go in the 3rd. Here we go. I'm just torching the secondary. Here's a throw. Caught by Watkins. Right in front of the defender who thought he was going to do an interception. Watkins says no. First down. And really got released like a month ago by Green Bay. Watkins did. But in this game, he's still on Green Bay. And he's torching the whole team is torching the Eagles secondary. Here's Jones. Jones is a beast. 70 yards and 11 rushes and a touchdown. Not first down, but 2nd and 2. Here we go. This should be the last play of the quarter. 20 seconds. Depends if it's an incomplete pass or not. Here we have it. Cut it. Back in the middle of the field. What a throw. What a catch. Touchdown. As Watkins ran back towards the middle of the field. I threw it across my body, which you shouldn't do, but I saw he was open. And he caught it in between 2 defenders, and we are up 45-10. 45-17 as the Eagles score a touchdown in like 20 seconds. But we're still up by plenty. 45-17 with 5.5 to go here. There's a throw. Watkins only got a couple. Got 3 officially. I have 388 yards, 3 touchdowns. What the heck? I don't put Aaron Rodgers in here. Aaron Rodgers, I think had like 2 passes in the regular season. I'm going to throw him in here. And here's a throw. This first pass is complete. Watkins got a big hit. a first down. That was 7 yards on Rodgers' first throw. Total defense, the Eagles' defense is ranked 3rd in the NFL, but today they've given up 510 yards. Yeah, so their defense overall was ranked 3rd, but today they've given up 510 yards. Here we go. I've shoe clocked on, by the way. Wide open is Tanyan. Can he get to the end zone? No, he can't. He's going to get chased down, but that's about a 25-yard gain, first down. I think it was actually a 30-yard gain. As Rodgers in the game now. I think he threw like 3 passes in the regular season or something like that. Shoot clock is on. Well, another halfback toss, and we lost yards again. So we lost at 1 yard. We've lost yards on, I've called 3 halfback tosses to the right, and we've lost yards on each one. Here we go. This is like the long developing play. Rodgers to the end zone. What a catch! One-handed again by Watkins, as he is a great receiver, and the Panthers are up 51-17, as we are killing the goodies, killing the crap out of the Eagles. 2-17. They're almost going to skip this moment because we're up 52-17. That's the game. The Packers are going to Arizona for Super Bowl 57, as we absolutely crush the Eagles. 52-17, and we're playing the Chargers or the Bills in the big game in Arizona. The Packers are going to the Super Bowl for the first time since 2010, as we beat the Eagles 52-17, and the Packers are going to the Super Bowl for the first time since 2010. So it's been 12 years, and 12-year wait for the Packers fans here in Green Bay to have a Super Bowl appearance for their team. The 12-year drought is over. Packers are going to play the Bills or the Chargers in Super Bowl 57 down at State Farm Stadium in Arizona. As I had 397 yards and 3 touchdowns. Hurts at 188 yards and 2 touchdowns. As the Eagles had 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Packers had 7 touchdowns and a field goal. As I had 3 touchdowns. Rodgers had 1, so that's 4. Then Lazard had 1 on the ground. Lazard had 1 on the ground. Jones had 1 on the ground. And I'm not sure who scored the other one. As we can look at the stats before we dip back to the main menu, and then sim the week to see who we're playing in the big game. As Rodgers came in 3 for 3, 73 yards and a touchdown. Hurts 12 for 26, 188, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Dash C 20 for 29, 397, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. So there was no turnovers for either team. It's the Eagles couldn't really do anything on offense. Rushing, Jones had 17 for 85, 1 touchdown. Oh yeah, Dash C had the other rushing touchdown. 2 for 27 and a touchdown. Lazard 2 for 23 and a touchdown. Receiving, Watkins 9 for 188 and 3 touchdowns. So he had a hat trick for touchdowns. Tanyan 6 for 111 and a touchdown. Lazard 5 for 108 but no touchdowns. Comp 2 for 58 and no touchdowns. And then Jones 1 for 5 and no touchdowns. Watkins had a hat trick worth of touchdowns. He had 3, and Lazard had the other one. So yeah, no, Lazard didn't have the other one. I think it was Tanyan, wasn't it? Yeah, Tanyan had the other one. Tanyan had 1, and then Watkins had 3, and then Lazard, Cobb, and Jones all caught passes that did not get a touchdown. Well, receiving did not get a touchdown. Jones didn't in the air. Same thing for Lazard. Obviously, Lazard and Jones both got a touchdown on the ground. And then Cobb obviously didn't get a touchdown at all. And then Lazard got 1 touchdown, which is on the ground, and then same thing for Jones. Let's go to the main menu to see who we're playing in the Super Bowl. As we just have to sim the week, and we'll see who we're playing in the big game in Arizona. We just absolutely killed them. We just killed them. I mean, and you might be thinking, why is the difficulty only on Pro? But I mean, it was on Pro, but I did lose 2 games. I lost in Week 3 to the Buccaneers in Tampa, and then Week 10 to the Cowboys at home at Lambeau. But since then, since that Week 10 loss to the Cowboys, we haven't lost since. And if we play the Bills in the Super Bowl, we did play the Bills in the regular season. I believe it was in Week 8. and we beat them in Buffalo on Sunday Night Football. And then the Chargers we did not play in the regular season. But the Bills we did and beat them, like I said, in Buffalo on Sunday Night Football in Week 8. And then the Eagles, well, we beat them in Week, I believe it was 12, in Philly on Sunday Night Football. And like I said, beat them in Philly on Sunday Night Football. And now, so we beat them again here at home at Lambeau, 52-17. We just absolutely killed them. And now let's go to the Pro Bowl week. And then when I do that, I'll show you who we're going to play in the Super Bowl. Or who we're going to be playing in the Super Bowl. Either way, I think, regardless of if it's the Bills or Chargers, I think we can beat both of those teams. And we'll find out in 3, 2, 1. It's a playoff bracket. And we are playing the Los Angeles Chargers in the Super Bowl. That should be a good matchup. 6:30 p.m. Eastern in Arizona, as we beat the Eagles 52-17, and the Chargers beat the Bills 35-17. So both losing teams had 17 points. We beat the Eagles 52-17, and then the Chargers beat the Bills 35-17. So obviously we had more points, as we won 52-17. Chargers won 35-17. As both home teams won in both conference championships. The home team won both games, and it's a one-seeded Packers and the 5-seeded Chargers, as it's the NFC as it's the 1 seed in the NFC, the Green Bay Packers, playing the 5 seed in the AFC, which is the Los Angeles Chargers. So it's the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Chargers in Super Bowl 57 down in Arizona at State Farm Stadium. As the Chargers won 2 road games, they get to the AFC Championship game where they hosted Buffalo, as the Chargers beat the Dolphins in Miami, then they beat the Colts in Indy, and then they beat the Bills at home in LA at SoFi Stadium. And the Packers obviously were the 1 seed, so they got a first-round bye, the only first-round bye in the NFC. Beat the Rams 38-14, and then they beat the Eagles 52-17. So the first game against LA was, closer than this game against Philly. So we beat LA 38-14, and then we beat Philly 52-17. So, yeah, obviously this is a full playoff bracket for the 2022 season, as we had 14 teams. There was 14 teams. There was 14 teams in the playoffs when the playoffs started, but now after 3 rounds, we only have 2 teams left. We started with 14, and now there's only 2. And after the Super Bowl, there will only be 1 team left standing, and hopefully that 1 team is the Green Bay Packers. The difficulty will stay on Pro. The difficulty will most likely stay on Pro for the Super Bowl, because I might, maybe for just a little bit of a challenge, I might switch it to All Pro. Right now it's on Pro because there's Rookie Pro, All Pro, and All Madden. I won't put it up to All Madden. I played on All Madden before, but I won't put it up to All Madden. I might put it up to All Pro for the Super Bowl. Maybe. You'll find out if I do that or not in the next episode, which will be the Super Bowl, which hopefully will be sooner than later, but obviously I have other stuff going on, like basketball and school, which is more important than playing the PS4 and filming these gaming videos. But today's Saturday. It's my first day of a 3-day weekend because we're off for MLK Day on Monday. So it's Saturday, first day of a 3-day weekend, because like I said, we're off Monday for MLK. Yeah, so like I said, I might bump up the difficulty to All Pro for the Super Bowl. Obviously, like I said, you'll find out if I do that or not in the next episode of a series, which will be the Super Bowl. Before I end the episode, I'm actually going to sim up to the game, though. Yeah, Packers, Chargers. I'm not sure technically who's the home team. I believe it's us, right? We're technically the quote-unquote home team, right? We should be. Pretty sure this year the NFC team is the home team. As a trophy, it says ROTY, which means Rookie of the Year. I assume I would have won Rookie of the Year because I had some great stats, and my team went 15-2. So we're 15-2 in the regular season. Chargers were 11-6, and then including the playoffs, we're 17-2, and then the Chargers, including the playoffs, are 14-6. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I'm doing my math right. We're definitely at 17-2, including the playoffs. And then the Chargers, I believe, are 14-6, including the playoffs. So obviously we won 2 playoff games. Chargers won 3, 2 of them on the road. Yeah, there's you can see the setting then on the screen, right? One that the yellow's on is view yearly awards. I will show you the yearly awards in the next episode of the series. Obviously, you already know that I won Rookie of the Year because I got a trophy that said ROTY, which means Rookie of the Year. And even if it didn't give me a trophy, or even if it didn't give me a trophy for that, I assume I would have won it because my stats are great and my team's 15-2. So yeah, like I said, I might bump the difficulty up to All Pro for the Super Bowl. You'll find that out, like I said, if I do that or not in the next episode of the series, which will be the Super Bowl against the Chargers down in Arizona. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You'll find out what and when the next video on this channel will be when I post it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video. You should have, because we're going to the Super Bowl. But I still hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, guys, time for the closing the board. If you hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Tell your mom, dad, grandma, and grandpa, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about these videos. And you know what? I'm going to see you in episode number 8 of this Dash C Madden 23 Career Mode series. See you in episode number 8. And eat a lot of bacon and dough packers. And see you in the Super Bowl.